I came out with my top 10 centers list,
Mm-hmm.
and I had Jokic, AD, then Embiid, and people got their panties in a bunch. I feel like that's justified. I don't give a damn. Embiid was bro. Embiid was shooting 30, bro. It looked bad with the eye test, but the stats was even worse. Right now, Embiid's a center, right?
Mm-hmm.
When has this ever been acceptable? When has this ever been acceptable, Ray? In the playoffs, 9 games, 24 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks, 43 from the field, 18 from three, and he shot three threes a game. 43 from the field and 18% from three, shooting three a game. I'm just saying, bro. Am I out of bounds for putting AD over Embiid?
I say Joe had a bad playoffs, but I wouldn't necessarily put AD over him because of that.
Oh, Raynard. What I just say? Embiid he was 24 and 10 basically. In the playoffs, 16 games for Anthony Davis, 52 from the field, 33 from three, 23 points, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 blocks. And he already has a ring. And we could say he could have got that fucking final. I thought he could have got a finals MVP. I feel like Anthony Davis was the best player in the book. But it is what it is. But I'm not finna bro. We not finna keep on saying Joel Embiid is this. We give bro, he's Harden to me. If y'all say, oh, Harden can't be over certain dudes and he got all the accolades and he got the individual resume, but don't got the playoffs, he says, I'm not putting him over a guy like AD, bro.
If you're talking about they whole resume and what they done did up to this point in their career, yeah, I'm taking AD as the better overall player.
Last year. I'm
Last
talking about
year,
I'm just saying this playoff run that just happened.
I can say that's those totally different arguments. I'm saying
Give me Anthony
the
Davis.
playoffs. I understand. I'm one of those guys who say the playoff is the real separator. But man, I don't know.
Raynard, this is what I'm saying.
I
Anthony
hey,
Davis
you
wasn't
know
that
me. I
far
done
off.
vouched for A. I done vouched for AD the hardest out of
Right,
everybody. So
Ray. Can I just say this? Anthony Davis was 26 and 13 in the regular season. 26, 13, and 3 in the regular
I was
season.
y'all laughed at me when I started talking about how good he been looking. You laughed at me when it was in
I
real time, but
did.
now
I
you
did.
going back looking
Yes,
and you like, oh
yes.
man, this dude was better than what I thought he was.
Yes. But I gave him credit the whole playoff run though. I'm saying this dude was the best big outside of Jokic in the whole playoffs. He lost to Jokic, the best big in the whole playoffs.
He put 40 on Denver to game one, and they still was getting on 80.
And you see what I'm saying? Like, bro, Anthony Davis, bro. I don't like Anthony Davis because that Kentucky shit, and I'll never let him live that shit down. And then him winding his way out of New Orleans. It's a lot of shit AD done did, but come on, bro. I'm not finna act like Anthony Davis not one of the best. He was the best defensive prospect ever coming into the NBA, like in terms of what they thought he could have been. And he lived up to some of that. But Anthony Davis, bro, this last playoff run, bro, that shit solidified him to me as better than Embiid. Embiid's a big, right? He shot 43% from the field. That has never been acceptable, bro. You just won an MVP. That shit ain't never been acceptable. And he shot the bed, bro. He shitted in the bed against the Celtics, bro. When we were saying, bro, he could have been looked at as playing worse than James Harden. James Harden had better games. Man, nah, hell no. Nigga got outplayed by James Harden, bro. Like, I'm not finna keep on just because this nigga got an MVP, nigga got scoring titles. I don't even like Anthony Davis. I'm just saying that's how bad. Like, I'm not even gonna say bad, but I'm just saying like it's an argument at least. And if you go AD, I don't see what the problem is with it. People's on my head. I don't know. It's just me. I don't know, bro. Ray.
I think right now, I mean, he hurt every playoffs though,
Come
man.
on. Come on.
AD was hurt. I mean, but
This shit be cap, bro.
like that's the funny thing about it though, is that the general consensus is Jokic, Embiid, far as bigs, just as a whole, Giannis, and then AD and whoever else you want to put there. But AD get held to higher standards. Like Lil Christian said, MB was hurt. AD don't get that same type of go ahead. Like, oh man, AD was hurt. They try to make a joke about AD always being hurt. AD done played in more games than MB has in the last I don't know how many seasons, or they played the same amount. Like that's all people. I'm like, bruh, AD don't get hurt more than these guys.
Ray. What if AD would have went out in the semifinals and we shooting 43% and 17% from three with the Lakers?
Boy, he would be
Come
on
on, bro.
trading block. He'd be
Come
gone.
on, bro. Come on, bro. We gotta keep it a buck, bro. Like motherfucker just and then we all was saying that Embiid was gifted this MVP because he was a crybaby. We all said this.
The
And
reason why a lot of more people ain't talking about how bad Embiid was in the playoffs is mainly because of Harden, or what's called his antics lately.
And Harden was better. Harden gave them a chance when Embiid was out.
I ain't gonna lie, Embiid, it was all Embiid that first round. Harden was terrible in that first round.
Man, and they the fucking first round, man. That fucking Mikal Bridges in the Nets, bro. When they needed Harden in game one,
if Embiid got hurt,
if
Embiid got hurt game one against Brooklyn, that would have been a hard fought. Philly probably would have got out of there, but it would have been a 7. They needed Embiid in that series. Embiid was the advantage.
Right now, we know what Harden is at this point in his career. That's why we talk about him how we do. We're trying to say Embiid is this, and that.
The only accolade that he has that AD doesn't is MVP.
And a scoring title.
Oh yeah.
He got two scoring titles.
That's cool.
This dude got better playoff runs than Embiid too. I'm not trying to hear this shit, bro. I don't even like Anthony Davis like that, but I'm not gonna ignore the bullshit Embiid doing.
We seen a young AD going off on them champion Warriors, and he was out there by himself, literally.
This nigga just said AD ain't never been in a position to win the MVP. Embiid has, bro. Go look. Y'all niggas, how quick y'all forget. Go look what that nigga was doing in New Orleans, bro. It literally was a fucking viral thing where it was a screenshot of his stats. That nigga had like 40 points, 23. Like, bro, we not gonna act like AD wasn't nice, bro. AD was nice. AD just was soft. But AD done got some of that softness up out of him. And Embiid ain't never been out the second round, bro. How high can we put a dude that's never been out the second round? Name one top 10 player that haven't been out the second round in the whole league, bro. Let's do it. Fuck it. Because everybody, I'm sick of this shit. Luka Doncic, conference finals. Steph, we already know what's going on with Steph.
He got 4.
Devin Booker, finals. Giannis, we know what's going on with Giannis.
He got a
Jokic,
ring.
we all know what's going on with this.
He just won a ring. And even before that, he been to a conference finals.
Tatum, finals. Fucking
conference finals every year.
Did Donovan Mitchell
except for that 1 year that Brown was hurt, huh?
Did Donovan Mitchell get to the conference finals? No, I think he. Okay, but see, that's
he done been. Well, no.
Who else?
Well, yeah, that is a farther man.
Okay, who else? Because Donovan Mitchell probably not even a top 10 player. Fucking AD borderline a top 10 player. He done been to a finals. Like, bro, the only players I can think of is even sniffing top 10 level is probably Donovan Mitchell and SGA. And we all know why SGA ain't sniffing no damn finals. Like, we gotta start keeping that shit a book, bro. That nigga Embiid is not his playoff. Even fucking James Harden have been to a conference finals. And we shit on him.
Ain't it?
And we come on, bro. And we shit on him. And Embiid ain't been out the second round. There's no other really good player in the league that ain't been out the fucking second round except for Embiid, bro. And motherfucker baby him like he just got everything against him. This nigga had Jimmy Butler. This nigga done had, bro, yeah. This dude got Tyrese Maxey, 20 points a game. Tobias Harris, like 17 points a game. James Harden, 22 and 10.
Now, hold on a second. We got to bring some context. Those dudes was not looking good when it mattered most.
And he wasn't either. Maybe if my star played good.
No, I'm not saying. We already done established.
I'm saying there's no excuse.
You start bringing them up.
No, there's no excuse. There's no excuse. If we go bring up Embiid's regular season stats, why we can't bring up his teammates' regular season stats? And if they all sucked in the playoffs.
Man, don't bring up Tobias here. That boy daddy had to come out and say something.
But listen, the block don't teach expressing yourself. They tell you spread your wings, don't share your wealth. The poison mind of an adolescent is mad depressing. Nothing more dangerous than an empty mind in a crowded section. Don't come half-stepping.